Disclaimer, this video is for educational purposes only. We are not facilitating the sale of firearms.
Greetings, Uverse. Welcome to Gunverse YouTube channel. I'm your host with the most, Gunverse Kev. Let's get right into it. So this week we're talking about something totally different. We are talking about the Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0. So I've been needing a dedicated concealed carry. I have some pistols that I favor, but I really needed a dedicated concealed carry. This thing is pretty tiny. It's like the size of my hand. So I do have a holster for it, but it can literally be fit in a pocket or purse, whatever. They got man purses these days. You never know. But real quick, just want to give you an update on the channel. So we are in the middle of a 22 LR series. We're seeing which is better, a drop-in Colt or CMMG kit, or a dedicated purpose-built 22 LR. So we're knee-deep in the middle of that, but I wanted to take a little break today and talk about some concealed carry. So last episode I did not have a microphone. I lost it, so I went and bought a new microphone. However, when I tried it out today, it only fits my iPad. So today we'll be filming with the iPad. So yeah, what could possibly go wrong? I've never filmed with my iPad before, but I am liking a few things. So it is empty. Just wanted to show you guys it's unloaded rather. Just wanted to show you guys the high vis front sight. And I like how the back sight is already blacked out. I usually do that sometimes anyway. Black out the rear sights so you can only see the front. So this particular pistol has a just under a 3-inch barrel. I think it's like 2.75. But like I said, this version has the compensator. So anytime you have a pistol, especially a small framed pistol like this, that is under 4 inches in barrel length, it's gonna be real snappy, and you're gonna have some barrel rise, and it never feels good. So you want something that's going to be comfortable in your hand, which this definitely checks. It has this nice crook right here, which fits nicely into your hand. And then I don't know if you can see, but this is all textured. So it's like that texture tape, but it's built into the pistol grip. So down here so this is a 12 round magazine. Let me start there. So it came with one 12 round magazine and one 10 round magazine. So I'm not impressed with the 10 round magazine for one reason, because I can't get my whole hand on the pistol grip. So it requires that extra little bit there that the 10 round mag has on it to get my pinky around it. So definitely need the 12 round mag for my hand anyway. But I liked this for a couple reasons. One, it's tiny. Two, 12 round capacity, that's pretty good. And three, I saw it had the compensator at the end, and I knew that it was going to help like the choppiness of it, or it's like a crack. I can't really describe it. It's like you can feel it in your whole hand, and it's just not a good feeling when you get I call them crackers. Anything under a 4-inch barrel to me is considered a cracker. So I don't particularly care for them, but I mean, I guess it's to each their own. But so anyway, that's why I got the compensator on the end, because you could opt to not have it or have it. So I opted to have it. So moving down, we've got a safety trigger. I've heard nothing but good things about this, especially the trigger. So we are going to take it out to the range in here in a minute and try it out for the very first time. So I've got some clay targets, and then I have actually 40 pounds of clay that I'm going to shoot as well. So yeah, let's go take it out and see how it does. All right, everybody, I got my clay set up, got my ear pro, my eye pro, I'm all loaded up. I have the clay, that's about 20 pounds of clay. All right, so I got 10 out of 12. All right, we had a failure to extract. All right, so we had a failure to extract. All right, let's go check that out. Oh, we got daylight. Wow. I put the clay the skinny way, not thinking it would go all the way through. Oh, looks like I had a flyer. I'll take the plastic off at the end, but for containment purposes, I just wanted to keep it in there. All right, so I peeled the plastic off, so remember what the entrance hole looks like. Ooh, yeah, look at those. So I put about 6 or 7 rounds through the top hole, so that's why it's daylight, but man, that's a good channel. Okay, so I have 8 rounds loaded up this time, and I'm about 15 feet away from the clay. I turned the clay sideways, so it should be 6 inches of clay I'm shooting through. Well now, that's awfully devastating. All right, I'm selling this for an art piece, $100. Who get any takers? Look at that. That thing is cool looking. I'm like literally speechless. That's 6 inches of solid clay, folks. Okay, so this time I have the clay positioned in an 8-inch depth block. So we'll see if we can make it all the way through. Oh, I guess that was less than that. All right, let's go check it out. So it's safe to say we made it through the 8 inches of clay. All right, let's see how I do with the clays. All right, so I think I'm shooting a little bit low. It's still hard to tell. All right, so I got about 6 rounds left. I am going to see how I do with the gongs. Pretty accurate. All right, I've got the last 7 rounds of the day. I'm gonna go for the steel in the back. All right, so that pretty much wraps it up for this week's episode. So, what have we learned today about this little guy, this little Smith & Wesson Bodyguard 2.0? So, we have learned it penetrates 8 inches of clay. It can defeat multiple clay targets at range, and it can also shoot at about 10, 11 meters, no problem. So when I was shooting the steel in the back row are about 10 or 11 meters, so 30, 33 feet-ish. So I think that's pretty dang good. There's no barrel rise like I was talking about at the beginning of the video. This compensator does a really good job, because like I said, normally when you shoot a short barreled pistol, you get a lot, you know, you get a big barrel rise and a crack, but none of that with this. This thing was everything I thought it was going to be, plus more. So I'm extremely satisfied with it. Real quick, I just wanted to show y'all what kind of ammo we used. 90 grain. Normally 380 comes between 90 and 95 grain, but these particular 90 grains are going 961 feet per second. But these bugs are absolutely terrible out here. It's peak bug season out back here at the range. So I would have loved to feature some more shooting today, but I'm literally getting torn up. So stay tuned for next week. Thank you for all the love I've been getting recently. I'd like to thank the Sewer King for giving me a shout out. And stay tuned for the next video where I'm gonna try out HK G36 with that 22 LR Mauser that was previously featured on the channel, and we're gonna find out once and for all what's best, a 22 LR drop-in kit or a purpose-built 22 LR. So we will find the answer to that question next time here on Gunverse. So please like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and God bless. We will see you next time.